Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Art Whisperer 88, and today I am featuring Caran 12 Gouache Studio paint. Now I got this from Amazon. This is about $35 for a set of 12 tubes. And I imagine this is more like a student grade, but I thought I'd test this out. It's a very premium looking product. It's very well made, very beautiful packaging. It's a nice sturdy tin, and let me take out the cardboard sleeve. Now the cardboard sleeve has these little printouts where you can swatch out your colors, but instead of doing that, because I want to keep this as a protective sleeve for the box, instead of doing that, I'm going to swatch it out on my own sheet. And as you can see, I've put these black lines with marker, so when I apply the paints, I can see how opaque or transparent they are. So here is the tin, very beautiful tin, almost like a cookie tin. And it says made in Switzerland since 1915. It has these indentations here in case you want to use this as a palette. I'm not sure what these are for. These look like stickers with the images of the tube. And anyway, that's that. This is a description of the product, and it comes with a brush. They give you a brush. It's a number 8. Okay. And well, I prefer to use my own brushes, of course, but it's nice that they give you a brush. And you have a set of 12 colors here. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them out. Let me start swatching and start with white. Now for gouache, white is a very critical component because since these are opaque colors, you can build a whole spectrum of colors with combining white with any of these to create different colors. So here is white. As you can see, it's quite opaque. In fact, it almost completely hides the black magic marker. So that is the first. Now this obviously is going to be, I'm going to switch brushes because this is black. Got a very beautiful, silky, creamy consistency, which I like. Not all tube colors are the same. I like the consistency of this one. So that is black. Now let me go to primary yellow. Okay. As you can see, there's a big difference with primary yellow. It's transparent. It's a very intense yellow. Okay, that's primary yellow. Now we go for ochre. Let's see. I imagine this is quite opaque. Well, kind of opaque. Yeah, it's semi-transparent. And like I mentioned before, if you mix this with white, you can create different shades. I imagine this will be very useful for skin tones. Okay, so that was ochre. Now I head towards, this is simply called orange. Also semi-transparent. Actually, I'm a little relieved that it's not all opaque. You know, since I haven't used gouache in many years, I think of gouache as being similar to poster paint, which I used to use when I was a kid. And poster paint is very opaque. It's very chalky and dries very flat, and that's what I used a lot when I was a child. And that's how I learned how to paint and mix colors. Now this is burnt sienna. Now this is pretty much opaque. Just very little of the black shows through. So that's burnt sienna. Now we go to Scarlet. It's a lovely color. Semi-transparent. Another characteristic of poster paint is, now I remember as a kid, when you paint poster paint, it looks like one thing when it's wet, and then when it dries, it changes to something else, and that's because of the high chalk content. But these are drying pretty much true to their original appearance. They don't look chalky at all. They maintain their brilliance. Now, this magenta is also semi-transparent. So make a lovely botanical paintings with magenta, especially when it's mixed with white. It's pretty intense color. So now I'm coming to violet, another beautiful color I use in flower paintings. Now this looks fairly opaque, or maybe because it's pretty dark. That is violet. This is cyan. Now this set of colors, it doesn't have, I don't see any phthalo blue, and there's no phthalo green. So every company has a different set of colors. They also have different names for similar colors. So this is cyan. This is kind of like phthalo blue. It's a beautiful, intense blue, almost like an electric blue. So that is a cyan. Now the next blue is ultramarine. And let's see how this compares. It is semi-transparent. It seems to have more of that medium I don't know exactly if it's gum arabic or they have different substances for the medium, or glycerin. Glycerin is another medium that is used in watercolor. Now this ultramarine is fairly transparent. And now here is the last of the set of 12, which will be emerald green. Guess maybe this would be like a phthalo green. It's very very transparent and has a lot of a lot of blue in it. This would be a contrast to sap green, which is like a yellowish green. So this is the emerald green. Okay, very transparent. So there you have your 12 Caran colors. I would say they dry true to the appearance when they're wet. That term is called color shift. Color shift means that when the paint is wet, it looks one way, and then when it dries, it looks another way. And if they're fairly similar, or there's not much change, then there's not much color shift at all. And that is also a mark of a good paint. So here is the swatching of the 12 colors of Caran. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps somewhat if you are thinking of purchasing this set. I'm not getting any kind of compensation. This is not an endorsement in any way, but I just like to test out these different brands because I learn from it as well. You know, some of these brands I've never used before. I have used the crayons of Caran many years ago, and it's a very good company. They make good products, I have to say. They're well engineered. So anyways, again, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Please share with your friends, and I will see you next time.